And then the guy over across from my house and his house on Rossville Road, he comes down here and makes a few speeches about the problem going on at Mitchell Storage behind us, and all of a sudden, he gets a ticket. And then he makes a few more things about what's going on over there, then you come back out and gave him another ticket.
I know.
You
So
know,
this isn't.
Wait,
Okay.
let him
This
go. All right, wait,
was
wait.
about him
Well,
asking questions. I am asking
well-
a question just like the gentleman here did.
Okay,
first
but
I'm
it's
gonna-
also not
wait.
fair if those wasn't your property,
Yeah.
you can't ask a question.
Okay,
on
then why is the
some- so
problem
to be
with my-
fa- I'm trying to
okay.
be fair
Okay,
about
we'll be
this.
fair then.
Hold
Why is all the
Hold
junk?
it, hold it, hold
I
it.
called you
Let's
out.
save this for public comment, okay?
Well, I just wanted, it was a
You'll
problem
get
with
to it,
what's
yeah.
going on
So
here.
I'm just saying.
All right, all right,
You're
moving
right.
on.
Those people aren't here, so I can't.
All right, so,
That's the problem here.
I'll move to public comment
No,
at
we,
8:12.
Brian, we
What?
missed the assessor's report.
Oh, there wasn't one, was there? I didn't see
Yes,
it.
there's the
Oh, I
assessor's
didn't
report.
see it.
Ticket.
Jeez. Yeah,
So I would
okay.
make a motion to approve the assessor's report as submitted.
Second.
Second, all in favor?
Aye.
All right, sorry, my eyes floated over it. All right, open public comment at 8:13.
You never accepted the ordinance that was enforcement report. You seconded, but you
You're
never
right,
accepted.
I'm sorry.
Point of order.
Yeah. Are we done with the report?
Yes.
We're done?
Yes.
Okay, all right. I make a motion to accept the code enforcement report is given.
Wait,
We already
What?
got-
Yeah, we already did that. You just say all in favor.
All in favor,
Aye.
Yeah, you said all in favor, Neil, so.
Okay. That's confusing. Okay, open public comment at 13, what? 1 P.
Are you calling on me for
No,
public
somebody
comment?
else is already on the.
Wayne's
Oh, go
not
ahead.
there.
No, let him go.
My name's Wayne Dudley. I'm new to the township. I've only been here about a little over 3 years now. When I first started looking at the board meetings online and stuff, there was a comment and asking for resident volunteers to be part of the building committee. I responded to that because of my experiences, my expertise in a lot of areas and that kind of stuff. This was back in February, and when the committee got put together, one of the things that came up that the committee reported on back in, I don't know, it's been a few months ago, was the siren shortage in the township. This is something that was brought to the attention of the committee, and only having 2 in the township, and the vast majority of Washtenaw County other places. When we reported the deficit back a few months ago, Trustee Ortiz asked a question about maybe there's another way that we can notify our community, the residents of the township. One of the processes that this committee was working on, and I have to apologize because I've had some family issues going on with my wife's health and some things going on, so I haven't been able to come back here with adequate information. But if you'd like, there's on this table here, and then did you get one, Chris? Okay.
Yeah, I got
Everybody, here's a synopsis of what is available to Washtenaw County residents with what they call the Everbridge alert system. Now, one of the best part about this is if that siren goes off, it goes across Everbridge. And all the different types of notifications that you can get here, got Linda or Kim, did it get posted on our webpage, the stuff that we sent to you guys? I don't know, Susan, who posted that?
Yeah, we're still working on it.
Okay, but all this information is also on there too. On the back here, you'll see 2 links to the Washtenaw County Everbridge system, and each home can sign up multiple ways. You don't even have to live in Washtenaw County to do that. So in response a few months ago, Chris, when you had asked, is there another way besides the siren, since we're so lacking, that the committee was, it came across in our investigations when all the things going on, it came across because if that, the old fire station gets torn down, we got the estimate of how much it was gonna cost to put it on that site, that kind of stuff. Debbie, one of the things that you mentioned was getting the sirens, and why the cost was so much and that kind of stuff. I have to warn you, yeah, Amazon's one of my favorite places too, but what you're getting when you contract with these people, especially because they do the entire Washtenaw County, not only the installation, but their repairs. They're gonna have the parts and stuff that they need if those sirens go down when you get ready to do it. They have the expertise, they have the engineering to figure it all out. They have the radio frequencies that are gonna be responsible to be able to get to those sirens and that kind of stuff. So I would caution you, this West Coast that not West Coast, forgot the name of it now. But it's in the minutes from, I think March, maybe April, from what the building team reported about. We've got to be very, very careful if we proceed further on this. But in the meantime, sign up for Everbridge. One of the things I will caution, because I signed up for every notification there was, I don't want to know any more about all the traffic reports. So I went back on there and unchecked those. But this is a good system. You can get it through your home phone, you can get it through your cell phone, you can get it through email, you can get it through text messages, you can get them all different ways. So I would encourage anybody in the township to sign up for this.
They also send it by your cell phone.
Yeah, that's what I just said. They'll do a text, they'll do an email, they'll call your cell phone, they'll call your home phone.
Yeah, it's just like, it works the same way as the children are missing.
The Amber Alert.
Yeah, the Amber
Yeah.
Alert.
So it does work, I've proved it, I've gotten all the messages, I've gotten the weather ones. The only ones you won't get is the monthly tests, and that's addressed in this too.
So we'll get it on the website.
Okay,
Thank you.
any questions?
No, right here.
Thank you, Wayne.
Go on, Pete.
Yeah, I never did get an answer on the fire department millage, as far as why it wouldn't be paid off when you add more people to it. You know, it was for a 10-year millage, and again, I'll use fictional or non-fiction, no. You got 10 people on it today, you add 10 more, it should be paid off earlier than 25, the year of 2025. So I'm not sure why it's not being, because you added more people to help pay it off, and it would pay it off quicker. The other thing is, I'm glad Rodney finally admitted having a gun, swinging it around when somebody was trying to cut Mitchell's grass. I'm glad he admitted me calling.
Did I admit that while I was here? No.
Did-
I called the cops on this already. They're gonna investigate the guy and ask him if that's what happened. So that's happening
Wait,
soon.
Ryan, let him finish, then you'll have your turn, please.
And,
Go
and
ahead.
then, yeah, I called them lowlifes, because he went after Mitchell Storage. Go after Mitchell Storage, do it, fine. But when you start going after his sick mother, that's a lowlife. And did I make mistakes when I was supervisor? Damn right I did. Brian, on the ordinance part of it, and I think you'll have to admit to this, we started that as I was going out of office about tickets. We didn't have that in place for almost 7 years. Dale Lynn's right, we had issues. Yeah, and I was part of it, you know? Could we take anybody to court? Could we give them a ticket? No, we couldn't. You know, again, I don't know his name, Stonewood, Stonehead, whatever. He was burning Mark Kellemine's trees up. And Mitchell and Mark had to take him to court to get him off of his property. So, again, are you guys doing anything with Hog Wild? I mean, he's got an illegal business there. You know, he admitted at a planning commission meeting. You know, if you want to know, Mitchell gave everybody a book that was 2 inches thick about what he's done. Read it. Read it. Bring Mitchell in and talk to Mitchell about what's happened. He'll admit to whatever he did wrong. You know, the long part of this story is he started to do it the right way. They run him ragged. Planning commission. Same thing they did the first time with Mr. Kellemine's property in PUD. Do this, do this, do this, just like he did for this planning commission. And what you guys do? Do away with it. Nope, we're not okaying it. Brings it to the board. Nope, we're not going to do it. Doing away with it. He does all this work, spends all that money to give you guys information, and how many of you have really read it?
None.
You know,
Don't speak for anybody else here.
you know, It started out to be a water problem. The surveys that were done by Mitchell proves Mitchell's property is lower than Rodney's. Read the book. The evidence is there. And I welcome him to take me to court. I do. I do. But anyway, I think I've run my mouth enough.
Yeah.
Your turn.
Whatever this guy's saying, I've been told personally that he is a pedophile. And he gets little kids in cars with guns. That's as bad as I'm saying when he told me I was waving a gun. And saying that to you people, I don't even own a gun. How can I wave a gun? And I did call the state police on that. They are gonna go over there and talk to that guy and see if I had a gun. He's saying Mitchell Storage did all this right. I've lived there 13 years. I never made a complaint. My backyard didn't go underwater. I'm not being sued by Washtenaw County. I'm not being sued by Washtenaw County Health Department. I'm not being sued by the Washtenaw County Land and Erosion by Mr. Pratt. Mr. Pratt has said right off the bat, we've got surveys from the last 50 years. That land has been raised 4 to 5 feet in most spots. The guy's got a thing saying there's no wetlands behind his house, even though the lady was standing on backfill that's 8 foot deep. I wonder what happened to the wetland. Well, you backfill it in. I've never said anything down here that isn't the truth about Mitchell Storage. I got an attorney. The attorney sent a letter to Mitchell Storage saying that, do you want to make some kind of compromise, make this all go away? Mr. Taylor is Mr. Smallwood are very happy to talk about you just to get this problem fixed. And the thing come back saying that they're suing me for half the stuff to fix all the water problems that I didn't.
Mitchell wasn't really
make.
suing you. Mitchell wasn't suing you.
It come from it in letterhead. I'm gonna bring it in so you guys can look at this and see who's lying about this stuff. All we wanted was a compromise to get this fixed. That's all I wanted the whole time. But he sent a letter back saying that we did all the problems, even though nobody ever called on him until he did this, the later construction. And all this has been going on, they've got all the proof. Why do you think that it was, the planning commission said no? Every time the planning commission asked him a question and his attorney and engineer, oh, well, we didn't realize that you had pictures of all these illegal buildings. You know, we didn't build them until 2008, but then the building commissioner said, well, these were here well after 08 when they were put in. What happened to the big 2-acre retention pond? Oh, well, we didn't get any permits on that either. I mean, this is just, it's nonsense. He's yelling at me saying this stuff about me and stuff. I've never did it. If he wants to, you know, bring the paperwork, I'll bring the paperwork and show you. I didn't do none of this. I didn't pick on nobody's mom. I didn't pick on anybody. The attorney said, write this down like this, and because all that's part of the same PUD, all that is. And part of the planning commission said if this ever is legalized, all 6 parcels of the PUD will have to be put together. So it's all put together the same way. And are you guys gonna go for all the back bills he's charged you? The people that didn't pay the taxes for the last 30 years on all these illegal buildings, Sue? That's tax evasion. All this is just stuff that, you know, I don't like this attorney at all. I wish he'd get a new one, but I am not saying nothing bad about him. I don't come up here and call people names. You know, like calling that Mr. Smallwood, Berwin, and this and this. That's all this guy's got, was lies. I'll bring the paperwork in from the attorneys and let you guys look it over.
All right, thank you.
I want to thank him for calling me a pedophile on the video. I appreciate that.
Yep, I appreciate the gun wagon. I didn't start it, he started it.
Well, back to business, I hope. A few years ago, there was a millage that was put on the ballot. Is this on?
You just shut it off.
Trust me, it was on.
Is it on?
All you gotta do is talk
A
to
few
him.
years ago, there was a millage put on the ballot by the intermediate school district to raise money for the special needs children. There was nothing in the millage that required that the money be spent on the special needs children. Guess what they did with all the money? They spent it on the administration. So, we constantly have in government bait and switch. This Carlisle Workman grant for affordable inclusionary housing does not require senior housing. If any of you read the legislation, shake your head, Linda, because if you did, you know it has nothing to do with senior housing. Timberwolf can come in here, buy a parcel put in high-density housing, violate our zoning ordinances. Shake your head there, Mr. Illich. The Carlisle Wortman has the right to change our zoning. You take the money from them, put it in Carlisle Wortman's pocket, they change our zoning. That's what the grant's for. Read all the paperwork. Read the statute. Don't shake your head because you haven't. Because you haven't. Because they don't have to put inclusionary housing in our township. They contract with Avalon. Avalon can identify locations outside of our township. Read the statute. Read the law. Don't just sit there. You don't even have meetings to discuss this stuff. You don't know the time of day. That's the problem with this board. Yeah, shake your head. Shake your
Somebody doesn't
head.
know the time
You
of
don't read.
Kim, let him
Oh, and
finish.
I did check my email. You didn't send me the charter yet. Are you gonna put it on the website?
I
Thank
sent you
you.
an email and answered what
It's-
time
I
it would
just
be there
went
for
through
you
my
to stop
email.
and pick it up.
Yeah, put it on the
Well, I didn't-
website.
The charter needs to be put on the township website.
The township can read it.
Yeah, yeah, so some people
I'm just
received
telling you,
it.
it needs to be on the website. Nobody should have to go looking for that.
Oh, the charter township act.
Your turn.
I just have a suggestion. Well, first of all, I just want to say, when I ask a question, it doesn't mean that I'm for or against something. I'm just asking for information. But I really do have a suggestion. I wanted some clarification as to what you're going to do with that. Your reasoning behind for looking for, applying for the housing grant. I would strongly suggest, regardless of what happens in the next couple of months, and who's in and who's out, whatever you do, put it in really strong writing, what your plan is, what your limitations and your boundaries are as to what you're planning on doing with that money, and the plan is, and like put some parameters around it being for the senior housing, because that's why I asked. Because people are saying, oh, it's this, or it's this, or it's this, or it's that. Make sure you dot all of your I's and cross all of your T's and make it clear, because otherwise it's always going to be like this. For whatever board that sits here, if you don't do your due diligence and write it down and make it clear, everybody's going to call it whatever it is they want to call it, whether it's horse apples or real apples.
Thanks, man.
That's right.
Okay, anybody else?
I have a question about this affordable low-income housing debacle. I guess what I'm Fran again, I guess what I'm trying to understand is this correlation between affordable housing and low-income housing, and from the people, what is the fear? I guess I don't understand. Do people not understand that seniors at some point can fall into being low income because their main large source of income has now dropped you down and you don't have any dependents, so therefore the math puts that one and it drops you down? Then the other question is, I'm trying to figure out what do you think of the low income and affordable housing people are going to do that's going to be any different than what I just seen right here?
Amen. Thank you very much.
Okay, I don't see any more
Yes, I did.
response, so I'll open for board response. If there's no board response, we can go home.
Motion to adjourn?
Yes?
Second.
All in favor, let's go home.
Bye.
Oh,
Got a couple chairs.
Yeah, have a good one.
You know what they say. I don't.
They got a bunch of local guys.
But then you need to be swinging a pack.
When they get to that.
No, but now you don't have one call.
You know what, all our professionals.
I know, I was like, what did you do? I'm like, they're ready.
So the ones that have numbers. Are these drawing your special, Ellen? Linda, thank you so much for everything. We have to take these down. I don't know, we need to, Alan, where were these tables at here?
In the hallway.
Oh, these were in the hall?
Yeah.
Okay.
But then that
Well,
one,
here.
those two chairs.
We'll move this table. Were they setting up, Alan, or?
No, they broke them down. You'll see them in the hallway.
I know, I don't know who, I mean, I got somebody I can use,
Doesn't own it.
You can't get better, sure. It's saying, we charge those people $150 if they get some damn line. You know, just take a line.
Because you're still in school every time you take a video with your picture or anything. But I don't know why he's doing that.
Well, it's a public comment. The man from Mars will come here and say something.
Yeah.
It's true.
But
I know
he
if
needs to
you're.
be known on one minute, because he's gonna come